and this is a multiple choice, in a balanced chemical reaction, the number of molecules of product equals the number of molecules of reactants. Well, and we have a bunch of different choices here. The mass of the atoms or molecules in the product equals the mass of the atoms and molecules in the reactants. Concentrations and number of moles. Well, so when I see a problem like this, if I don't know the answer to it, I will write a balanced chemical reaction, or I will find one somewhere. So one that I know is that 2 moles of hydrogen plus 1 mole of oxygen, where again I don't need the 1, but we'll write it, goes to 2 moles of H2O. In this particular problem, or in this particular balanced chemical reaction, the first one, the number of molecules of product equals the number of molecules of reactant. Well, that's not true because I have 2 moles of product and 3 moles of reactant. The mass of the atoms and molecules in the products equals the mass of the atoms, molecules, and reactants. Well, there's no masses in here, but it is true that I have 4 hydrogens and 4 hydrogens, 2 oxygens and 2 oxygens. So I certainly have the same number of atoms. And that's another choice that could be. So you do need to have the same number of atoms. But it is true also that the mass of the atoms on both sides have to be equal. That's what's called the law of conservation of mass. And our interpretation of it is that the number of atoms on each side has to be the same. So that is actually the answer. Let's continue though. The number of moles of product equals the number of moles of reactant. Well, that's not true either. If we think of the mole interpretation of this chemical reaction, there would be 3 moles of reactants and 2 moles of products. And the concentration of reactants equals the concentration of products. So short answer is that is never necessarily true. So, and I'm not even sure how to show that with this, but we will see that that is, yes, this is never true, and we will see that it is never true as we work problems. Any questions about that?